Welcome everyone to the What Happens When channel, where everyday questions are answered. Before we get into it, why don't you hit the subscribe, like, and smash the notification bell? Okay, let's do this. The human brain's remarkable ability to rewire itself stands as one of nature's most fascinating phenomena, operating like a living supercomputer that constantly updates its hardware and software. When we embark on learning a new skill, we're not simply following instructions. We're initiating a complex cascade of neurological changes that fundamentally alter our brain's physical structure. Every time we attempt to master a new ability, whether it's playing the piano, speaking a foreign language, or perfecting a tennis survey, our brain undergoes a process called neuroplasticity. This remarkable mechanism allows our neural networks to reorganize themselves, forming new connections and strengthening existing ones. Think of it as your brain creating a new highway system, where frequently traveled routes become wider and more efficient while rarely used paths gradually fade away. The process begins the moment we start practicing. As we repeat an action or study new information, our neurons fire together in specific patterns. This repeated activation triggers a fascinating phenomenon known as long-term potentiation, where the connections between neurons, called synapses, become stronger and more efficient. These strengthened pathways are like well-worn trails through a forest, allowing signals to travel more quickly and reliably. Scientific research has revealed that this process involves multiple levels of change within our brain. At the molecular level, proteins called AMPA receptors embed themselves in synaptic membranes, making these connections more responsive to future stimulation. Meanwhile, structural proteins reshape the physical architecture of synapses, creating more surface area for communication between neurons. This microscopic remodeling translates into measurable changes in brain organization and function. Brain imaging studies have provided remarkable insights into this process. When individuals learn a new skill, researchers can observe increased activity in specific brain regions related to that task. Over time, as the skill becomes more automated, these activation patterns become more focused and efficient. It's similar to how a city's traffic patterns optimize over time, with the most effective routes becoming established through repeated use. The transformation from novice to expert involves a fascinating interplay between different types of memory systems. Initially, when we're learning something new, our prefrontal cortex, responsible for conscious decision-making, works overtime. We must deliberately think through each step of the process. However, as we practice, the behavior gradually shifts to our procedural memory system, allowing us to perform the skill more automatically and efficiently. This transition is particularly evident in activities like driving a car or typing on a keyboard. What begins as a series of conscious, deliberate actions eventually becomes smooth and automatic. This shift occurs because our brain has created specialized neural circuits dedicated to these tasks, allowing us to perform them with minimal conscious effort. The brain's ability to rewire itself isn't limited to young people. This capacity for change persists throughout our lives. While it's true that younger brains tend to be more plastic, research has shown that even older adults can form new neural connections and learn new skills. This understanding has revolutionary implications for rehabilitation after injury, educational approaches, and personal development at any age. The process of skill acquisition follows a predictable pattern of neural adaptation. Initially, there's often a period of rapid improvement as the brain creates new neural pathways, because this is followed by plateaus where progress seems to slow, but during these apparent lulls, the brain is actually consolidating these changes and making them more permanent. It's like constructing a building. There are visible phases of progress interspersed with essential but less obvious internal strengthening. Environmental factors play a crucial role in this process. Quality sleep, proper nutrition, and managing stress levels all influence how effectively our brains can form and maintain these new neural pathways. The brain requires significant energy and resources to create new connections, making these supportive factors essential for optimal learning. Interestingly, the process of learning one skill can enhance our ability to learn others. This phenomenon, known as learning transfer, occurs because many skills share underlying neural pathways. When we strengthen these common pathways through learning one skill, we may find it easier to acquire related abilities. It's like building a foundation that can support multiple structures. Modern neuroscience has also revealed that the brain doesn't just create new connections, it also prunes away unused ones. This selective elimination of less used pathways is crucial for efficiency, allowing our brains to focus resources on the connections that matter most. It's a delicate balance between creating diversity in neural pathways while maintaining functional unity in our cognitive abilities. The implications of understanding neuroplasticity extend far beyond individual skill acquisition. This knowledge has transformed approaches to education, rehabilitation, and personal development. By recognizing that our brains remain adaptable throughout life, we can approach learning with confidence at any age, knowing that with proper practice and persistence, we can literally reshape our minds to master new challenges. As we continue to unlock the mysteries of neuroplasticity, one thing becomes clear. Our brains are not fixed circuits, but dynamic networks capable of remarkable transformation. Every time we learn something new, we're not just acquiring knowledge or skill, we're physically reshaping our brain's architecture, creating a more capable and adaptable mind. This understanding represents both a scientific triumph and a profound source of hope for human potential. Thanks for watching.